of not spectacular sleep,
I
I still
know.
feel
These
good.
dogs are still
You got puppies still.
no.
How many are left?
We still have 6, 3 to actually get rid of.
So 3 of the 6 are taken.
Mhm.
So you've got 3 puppies left.
Right.
Boys or girls?
2 boys, 1 girl. I hope I said that right, but I'm almost positive Haley could confirm that, but she's getting ready for an interview today.
All right, awesome. Tell the people what kind of puppies they are.
They are lab with a mixture of German Shepherd.
They're super cute.
They are, and both parents are very sweethearts. The daddy is our neighbors.
My one son has been he's been lobbying very, very hard
Oh, yes, he
and has
has.
said, I'm just going to bring one home and hide it in my room. I'm like, I don't think that'll last very long for you.
Like,
And I
I'm
told you,
pretty sure it's going to make noise.
and in the argument with your own husband about it, I will bring that dog right back to you.
Yep.
I will drop it on a corner, which I would never do. I would never drop a dog on a corner. That'd be terrible. But I was like, that dog will end up right back in your yard.
Yes.
And you may not even know it's there.
I
But
mean, I'm sure your husband and your son would be mad at you, but he wouldn't
no,
care.
a Todd gets it because he doesn't want a dog that
Well, he kept
sheds
telling
either.
Jesse, "Go ahead and breed him over."
Yeah, I don't know if they were having some beers or what, but no, no, not
Nope.
happening.
Nope.
So I have agreed to get a little
You've
buddy.
agreed to have one.
Not one of
Okay.
yours. No, I've agreed to get a little buddy for Stella, but I've told them that would be it would have to be the same breed as Stella. It would have
Right.
to be a Bernie Doodle, and it have to be another girl. And because boys lift their legs,
Right.
and can be a different color though. Like we could pick a totally another color, but that's all. That's all I. That's it. And she doesn't shed. That's
Right.
just such a huge thing
Well,
for me. And she's
labs and German Shepherds do. So,
Right.
I mean, it definitely is one that
right.
you're going to either be okay with having to vacuum almost daily.
Right. And
Or it's going to have to be an outside dog.
and doodles are hypoallergenic.
Mhm.
And so that's something that I have to have because I already wake up stuffy as it is. And like I've had the kids try and beg for a cat too. I'm like,
Mhm.
what part of I'm allergic do
Yeah.
you not get with that? I'm like, it's not happening. I can't do it.
Mom, just give us a cat. It has nothing to do with me not wanting you to have a cat.
I'm
though it works out for your benefit.
It does.
'Cause you don't want a cat.
I
But
tried having a kitten years ago when I lived in Florida and had no idea what I was getting myself into. And I already had a little dog. And I was garage sailing and I fell in love with these kittens at this house. And I took one home and it was just precious. And I had no idea what to do with it and its long nails. And it was already trying to climb up and claw at the furniture and was hurting me. And I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, I have no idea what to do with a cat. I'm not a cat person. I didn't grow up with cats. I grew up with dogs.
Mhm.
And so I had to go give it back. I felt bad, but I was like, I just can't. I'm like, I have no idea
I don't know
how to care
take care of
for this
it.
cat. Like I don't know I'm completely out of my element
Have
here.
you seen that? I think it's a TikTok video where
I don't-
this guy stops on the side of the road because he sees this kitten. And so this kitten comes to him, and then all of a sudden, out of the long grass comes a lot more kittens, and he's like, "I can't take all of you home."
And they're like, meow, meow,
Meow.
and it's like ridiculously cute.
Yeah.
I have
mean,
not seen it because I don't go on TikTok really. So unless somebody shares TikToks, I
Yeah.
don't see it. Good
I
morning,
just
Lynette.
scroll through at night before I go to bed.
I'm usually playing Wordle and then Wudoku before I go to bed.
I'm trying to find
Wudoku is like Sudoku, but it's wood.
Yeah.
They're wood shapes, and you have to. Yeah, and Maximus just got close to my high score. He goes, I don't understand how you got to over 1,000 points, Mom. How did you get 1,185 points? I'm like, it just takes time. You got to really look at it like a puzzle and, fit it together
Right.
and make them disappear. It is very thought provoking.
Yes.
It keeps your mind going.
Right.
The only thing I don't like about it is that when you're when you're done with one game and it goes to the next one, meaning you at some point you ran out of space, so it goes to the next one. You have to watch a stupid commercial in between for like another game.
Oh.
Now there's other commercials on for, different types of stuff, but
Mm.
still. Anyway, otherwise, it's just that it's like that. Okay, let me dumb my brain down for the evening and not focus on anything but
It's probably better than, some
this.
kind of social media stuff, TikTok, whatever.
No, yeah, I don't. I just and that
I
requires
I just
sound, and Todd's usually
I put my
asleep
earbuds
before
in,
me. No, I don't want to
and
go. I
then
don't want
I
to.
try not to giggle out loud because, usually it's I I like this one girl that talks about it being her fake cooking show.
Oh, really?
She always gives these
It's a fake.
cooking she does a cooking thing, and then she's like, "Welcome to my thank you for watching my fake cooking show."
I like that. Okay, I may want to
She's so
see.
cute.
I would maybe
So,
want to see that because that's just funny.
it's some of the stuff as far I my For You seems to be, like, a lot of cooking shows, believe it or not,
On
and,
TikTok?
just yeah, people cooking or trying to healthy eat, and so that's what shows up a lot, and then I'm like, "Oh, I think I like that. I'll save it." And
Um,
sometimes I go back and find it.
and then dive right back into the next
Yes.
reel, right? Just keeps on going.
Yes.
So I'm skipping through the taking inventory and going to our next page of in our
Yes, because we
focus.
are
It's
2
how
weeks behind, aren't
yeah, if you
we?
don't we're 2 weeks because we weren't on air
Yeah.
last week. Um
Last year.
last year, right?
Kinda feels like that.
So for those who haven't listened before, this is a book called Focus. It's how one word a week will transform your life by Clear Cherry Reeves. And so usually we start this out on Tuesday morning, but that wasn't an option this week. So the word of the week is release, which honestly, getting now that we're at the end of the week, this could actually be
Something
such a
for the
great
great weekend.
yeah, for a great
Mhm.
weekend to release. So, brothers and sisters, I do not consider myself yet to have taken hold of it. But one thing I do, forgetting what is behind and straining toward what is ahead. And I just got goosebumps. That's Philippians 3:13. Brothers and sisters, I do not consider myself yet to have taken hold of it. But one thing I do, forgetting what is behind and straining toward what is ahead. Hello.
Yes.
Hello, God moments.
Mhm.
Um, I could use that for sure. The focus
Yeah, we all
tip
could.
the focus tip is this week when feelings of shame or uncertainty start to come to mind, think of the word release and ask God to fill you with his love, comfort, and peace instead. Damn it. Gosh, when he talks to you, it's just sometimes it's such a, you know, like punch in the
I was
face.
about to say slap in the face.
Yeah, like psh, psh,
Wake up. I'm talking to you.
right. Seriously. Well, I mean, I had that moment even from the sermon I watched. One of the sermons that I watched on Sunday
Right.
was
You
was
tagged us in it.
yeah. It just
Yes,
it
I
was
did
such a
watch it.
it was such a powerful message. You know, it's so crazy, and I think I told you guys this that it was a Joel Osteen sermon, and uh, the sermon that you guys watched did not actually include the live that I watched. The beginning of
Oh,
the
really?
live. Yes. Oh, maybe I didn't get to tell you this. So,
No.
um, so the sermon when he started off the sermon, there's tons of singing. They have such beautiful artists, which I love all of their artists. And but when you get past that, and if you're just into getting to the meat of it, which usually the music is leading you into the message anyway, if you really
Some
pay
people
attention to
like the
that.
music more than the meat
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
it still it
yeah,
touches them differently.
whatever fills you,
Mhm.
right? Whatever fills your heart and does that for you. Um, but I just want to get down here too. I'm scrolling to the post. I'm scrolling to the post. I'm scrolling to the post. Where are you? There it is. No, that wasn't it either.
There was Sunday.
Man, I post a lot of stuff this week. Happy birthdays. And no, that's back to my birthday. I can't find it.
Ah.
Um, I'm looking.
You tagged
I'm
me,
looking.
so.
I'm looking, and it's like, am I actually on? There's Shelly Seashell's Melons post. If you have never tried cantaloupe with peanut butter,
You
I
should.
recommend it. Shelly, my friend Shelly,
Wait, she said
introduced us
she's
to something new the weekend of my birthday at my house, and she goes, "Oh, you've got cantaloupe? Do you have any peanut butter?" And I was like,
um
I looked at her kind of like she was crazy, and then got the peanut butter and tasted it, and it was really good. I found it. I found
yeah,
it.
I did too.
So I think they took the actual
I
whole video
I
down.
know, I just saw that.
Yeah. All right. So here's what happened. So
Well, I did watch it,
I
so
share. So I
believe it
shared.
or not.
I shared this sermon, and it was and basically it was about God is let God protect your reputation, and you protect your heart.
Mhm,
And I was like, oh my gosh, totally right.
mhm,
And so I tagged a few other people, and so I watched it live. And when the live happened in the very beginning of his sermon, there were hecklers
mhm.
out in the crowd, like apparently several of them way in the back of the church, and they're trying to scream the loudest they can over Joel Osteen while he's talking. And um,
During the live?
during the live, yeah, this is the live. This is what you guys didn't get to see. And so when I got done watching the whole sermon, and I immediately went to share it to my Facebook wall, it wouldn't let me, and I was like, "This is weird." I thought it was like the internet glitch, whatever. So finally, I went back to Joel Osteen's page, and there the video was. And so I'm going back to the 1 hour mark, which is where I had already, seen that's where the sermon started. So I could say, "Hey, if you want to skip the music, start at 1."
Uh-huh.
Um, and I went, "That's different." It was different. It was different. So during this whole heckling, it which was crazy because it actually all led into what he was about to talk about. Protect your reputation, protect your heart. I mean, let God protect your reputation, and you protect your heart. And so and I mean screaming so incredibly loud. So he just was he had a little bit of sweat going, and he was like, "I'm just going to keep talking. We're in the house of the Lord, and God is here." And he goes, "And the more I talk, the more it drowns them out and drowns out the evil noise." And
They cut all that out.
they cut all it out. So then the whole stadium is applauding for him, and they're trying to help drown out these hecklers, and it was working. And finally, I guess security must have come and taken them out. And he goes on, and I actually thought, because of what had happened, his sermon was so passionate about the topic, because it was just happening to him. Like, you're going to come into, my house, into my church. You cannot agree with me. That's what he was saying. You cannot
Mhm.
agree with me. You cannot love the Lord, or whatever it is, but you don't need to come into my house and disrupt my house because you don't agree with me or don't believe
Right.
with me, and or you're trying to hurt my reputation. And so I don't know what they were yelling, because you could never hear. It was never fully audible what they were saying, because he was talking over them, and then the congregation was applauding loud enough
To drown
to
them
drown
out.
him out. And so now it looks like, so I noticed it, right? And I tell you guys to start at 43 minutes in.
Okay, so that is crazy because you told me to start at a certain time, and it took I had a hard time finding it, and I finally found it, and it wasn't at the number you told me.
It's so crazy. So I actually commented. I was like, "Hey, what happened to the original version?" So I don't know if more people commented,
Uh-huh.
or what happened, but it looks like they took the sermon down. So I'm gonna go look for it. But it was really powerful, and I liked so one of the things, when the one that I actually got to share, that you guys got to watch, um, that when the camera, panned around to the crowd, you could see the whole back part of the church up on the upper levels was empty. So it was clearly after the sermon, after the first service was done, or they intentionally cleared the whole section. I don't know, and they re-recorded it just that part. It didn't seem. I was trying to find where it looked like I didn't watch the whole thing over again, so I didn't ever see anywhere where they may have spliced, two parts together or not. But it's really interesting that it's completely gone. So I'm inquire about it. But anyway, stay with us. We'll be back after this break and talk about gratitude. And I think one of our friends is going to join us too, right?
Yes.
All right. We'll be right back.
Abnormal realities.
I love my mom.
Yep. She sent me a message.
My mom did?
Yeah, Wednesday night. And she invited me over tomorrow night to watch Titanic and share a bowl of popcorn. And I accepted.
You did?
Yep.
That'd be fun.
And she calls it Chaps Only Night. Every Saturday night.
Look.
Miss Dixie?
Look.
How you doing? He said, it's my mom, bro. All right, it's my mom.
I want to hear the answer to the Titanic and popcorn. Go ahead, Mom. What's up?
Oh!
Hi, boys. I just
Mom.
wanted to ask Rocky if he wanted butter on that popcorn or not.
I would
my
rather
God.
have the butter somewhere else, but if popcorn's the only place I can have it, I'll take it.
Jeez,
Hey,
dude.
nobody says I can't roll around in it for a little bit.
All right, Mom.
That is my
Love you.
girl. I love you,
Mom.
Dixie.
Abnormal realities
My mom. Love you.
Dixie.
Bye. I love you too.
with Ron and Rocky. Weekdays, 4 p.m. and 10 p.m. on JoCo Community Radio.
Holy crap.
Out of that carpet giving you the blues? Tired of your old dingy and broken tile? Let my friends at the Floor Store in Cleveland, Texas give your home the makeover it deserves. This is Old Taco Joe coming to you for the Floor Store. Whether it's carpet, tile, wood flooring, or real wood laminate, the Floor Store can cover all of your flooring needs. Located at 405 West Henderson Street in Cleveland, Texas, owner Brent Harris can help. Shower tile, tub surrounds, even backsplashes. Give him a call today at 817-641-9444. The Floor Store, they got you covered. When you're hungry for tender brisket or some delicious homemade cobbler, then look no further than Leech Brothers Barbecue, located at 1106 East Henderson, Cleveland, Texas. Leech Brothers has been family owned and operated since 1950. Take it from me, Taco Joe Rowinski. Todd and his family have been filling my belly breakfast, lunch, and dinner for a long time. Heck, I even have my own booth, open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Come see them for dine-in, carry-out, and all your catering needs.
Welcome back to the second half of JoCo Vibes. I'm Tiffany Carlen with Nona Reed. JoCo Community Radio is proud to be the voice of Johnson County, Texas, and is live 365 on the TuneIn Radio Network. To listen or watch, simply go to tuneinjoco.com to choose where and how. The JoCo Community Radio app is now available for free on Android and Apple devices. Just simply search your store for JoCo Community Radio. Check out our lineup and more on JoCoCommunityRadio.com. This episode and more brought to you by Patriot Claims, making your insurance work for you. Reach out to your local Texas sales rep. That would be Nona Reed at 844-TEX-HAIL. That's 844-839-4245. Get her in your corner before the next storm hits, because hail happens, storms happen, wind happens, damage happens. You've got to have someone ready to advocate for you in your own corner with your insurance company to make sure you get paid the full amount of your claims. So get their help before.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
So anyway, it's Thankful Thursday. So we started out talking this morning about, I don't even know what. Puppies. We're talking about puppies because puppies are cute. And the focus word of the week again is release, which I think comes in timely here towards the end of the week. Got to release everything else that happened that's behind you and strain toward what is ahead. And if you need some reference to that, Philippians 3:13 in the Bible is a great reference, as well as 2 Corinthians 5:17, Proverbs 28:13, Isaiah 46:4, and Psalm 55:22. So the focus tip this week: when feelings of shame or uncertainty start to come to mind, think of the word release and ask God to fill you with his love, comfort, and peace instead. So just recapping that. But we were talking about a sermon that Joel Osteen did last Sunday, and how they took it down now. And so yeah, it's just kind of crazy. So I just assume it's got to be something that goes along with what happened during that sermon and him being heckled and verbally attacked. So I'm going to do some more research on that and find out what's going on. But it's Thankful Thursday. Is our friend on the phone?
Yes, there is.
Is it Diana Roberts?
Oh,
Oh, we
hold
can't hear
on.
you. Hold on. You got to turn up your microphone on your phone.
Yeah.
Oh, is my okay? I've got it all the way up. Is that not working?
Huh.
Oh, turn the phone volume up. Here.
Take it out of my earbud.
No, hang on. It's
Hold
not.
on.
It's not you. It's us.
Okay, talk now.
Okay. Okay. It wasn't you. It was okay. Let me. How about now?
Nope. Hang on. We're trying to figure out.
Okay.
I don't think we're not very good at working.
What is going on? Because I have the
How's
phone
it?
all the way up.
Yeah, this is all the way up too, so it's got to be on your end.
It's got to be on my end.
Yep.
We can
Oh,
hear.
We
It's
can hear
just
you. You're just
really-
super low.
How about now?
No, you're the
Mm.
same. You're just low.
Just low.
I'm low. Low. What is going on here?
I don't know. Maybe, I want you to hang up and try calling us back.
Yeah.
To get,
Or call us back or stream in.
Or
one.
stream in.
you want me to stream in?
Sure,
Oh,
why
that's
not?
really
Sure.
Terrible.
Who cares?
You don't.
I know,
Oh,
really.
you don't have to have the video on.
Yeah.
Just turn the video off.
Okay.
All right, stream
Okay,
in.
stream in.
All right,
I'm
bye.
gonna go ahead and stream in. Okay.
All right,
Okay,
bye.
bye.
All right, bye.
All right, so while she does that, tomorrow night here in Burleson on the plaza,
Texas Flood, the Stevie Ray Vaughan tribute.
Oh, that's gonna be some good blues.
Mhm.
So starts
really-
at 7:30.
Yes.
Starts at 7:30.
Disappointed about missing the one last weekend that got canceled. 'cause
I
of
have to
rain,
say
but
though,
I like John Bon
just
Jovi.
kudos to all the small business owners down in Old Town last
Oh
weekend,
gosh, yeah, they got
because
hit quick.
everybody opened their doors, and we happened to be inside Old Texas Brewery, and they were just so accommodating to all their patio customers
right.
who were getting soaked, and the poor little girl that got carried in by her grandpa. Like she was like mid bite of her food, so it was all in her mouth, and she's crying,
Oh,
and it was so sad.
that
She
was
was
the part I
soaking,
got there.
and she was soaking wet. So I went and they went into the other room, and I didn't have a jacket or anything with me. I just went and bought a t-shirt.
Aw.
Don't you remember being like a little kid and
yeah.
being caught in the rain like that and being soaking wet, and then you come into the air conditioning, and I'm just going, she is going to freeze. She's still crying in the other room, by the way. I felt so bad. Anyway,
Yeah, because
they
it
were
literally hit quick.
yeah. It came out of no. I mean,
Mhm. Yes, it
now,
did.
granted,
no, it didn't.
we did know it was
I
in
had
the
been driving
forecast.
it. I had been driving in it coming back from Fort Worth, so it had been raining hard, but it hadn't been. It wasn't raining in there.
We knew it was coming.
Right.
I just think
Got her.
Yep, that's her.
And so when Jesse dropped me off at the door, it wasn't a huge downpour,
Morning, Brenda.
but
Morning,
everybody had
Diana.
already gotten in there. So
Morning.
all of a sudden,
Hello. She's there.
Hello. I'm
okay,
here.
much better.
Diana Roberts is joining us via streaming in. Phone wasn't working very well, her volume. I don't know what's up with your microphone, but if you're not familiar with Diana Roberts yet, she is an intricate part of JoCo Community Radio. She has 2 shows that air here live on JoCo Community Radio on Mondays at 9 a.m. It is Positivity Toolbox, and it's all about sharing information, tips, tricks, and smiles, whatever it is that she talks about, which I'm gonna let you talk about here in a second, to help you start your week with a positive mindset and in a positive direction. And then on Tuesdays at 5 o'clock on Tuesdays.
Mhm.
5 o'clock on Tuesdays is Real Estate Realities. with Diana Roberts and your co-host Jason.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I love it.
So yeah, so it's Thankful Thursday, and we're just about to dive into that, and we were talking about hot sounds of summer and what is that's at 7:30 tomorrow on the plaza, right? You can
Yes.
bring it's BYOB.
Yes.
And it doesn't have to be beer or booze. It can be any type of beverage, but you can bring your own cooler and chairs and come sit down and just have a really good time with your family. It's a very family friendly and family oriented
And
event that
a
happens
lot
here
of
in
people like to
Burleson.
order and pick up and bring and sit down. So they
You can get
order
it.
from the restaurants there. And
Yeah, and you can get a drink. You can actually get a drink to go.
yes.
And in a plastic cup and walk over to the
Mhm.
plaza as well. So you have you've got lots of options. So
Downtown Burleson, that's tomorrow?
yeah,
Mhm.
yep. Yep,
Okay.
and it's a Stevie
It's
Ray Vaughan cover band.
Oh, sweet.
Yes. So, and you're a music person.
I
Um,
am.
so I mean, you can you know, come down and listen to some awesome, 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 awesome music, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I'll see what
Uh,
I can do.
so Thankful Thursday. What are you well, wait a minute. Let me just tell you one other thing that's going on this weekend, guys. Today is June 9th. So it is we're the third day into what, are you laughing at me?
I'm thankful that I don't have this guy's job.
Oh, okay. It's the third day into a 5-day game spread between the Cleveland Railroaders and it's MKE. I think it's Milwaukee. They started the series on the 7th. Game time starts at 7:06 tomorrow night. Friday night is fireworks after the show, after the game. Always just a fantastic time out there, and it's great baseball.
Mhm.
It really is great baseball, and the stadium is fantastic, and it's our home team. It's our Johnson County team. So get out and support them and support these guys who work hard. John Junker is the owner of the team, and if you don't know him yet, you do want to know him because he is just an amazing individual. So
I
I'm
need to
very
have my
thankful.
girl out there to sing.
Oh my gosh, yeah, yes, you do need to go
I
out
need
and
to get that
sing.
scheduled.
Yep, and we got to get one of our Miss Texas gals on there to sing too. So they've actually been asking, but that's a whole another conversation after the show. All right,
Okay.
so Thankful Thursday. What are you thankful for today, Diana?
Oh gosh, so much. I'm thankful that I've had all these amazing opportunities, that I've been able to be a part of, and the accomplishments that I've been able to accomplish thus far, and more to come. I'm super excited about that and thankful for that. Thankful for my family, of course, and I mean that's a given, right?
Right.
I'm thankful that my dad will be here for my birthday this year. It's my big 40. Lord have
Mhm.
mercy.
Oh my
God.
goodness. Welcome
Yes.
to the club.
She's going into the 40 and I'm going into the 50.
It feels like such a big deal. It
No, it
does.
is.
Which part? You feel like which part's a big deal?
I mean, both of
Turning
them. Like
40?
anytime you hit a number with a 0 at the end of it, I feel like that's a big deal.
You know what's so weird though? I remember turning 40, and turning 39 actually bothered me more than turning 40 did. And
I agree with you on that, honestly. Because
it's
that means
weird.
yeah, it's like you're one more year closer to 40. And now I'm excited to be 40 because of everything that, again, what I'm thankful for, like all of the things that have happened in my life. And there's still so much more that's coming. And I know it is because I'm manifesting it and I'm putting it into my future. And wow, I'm excited. I am excited. I'm excited for the Miss Texas organization, which I know we're going to go into that a little bit later. But I'm also excited about what's going to come on the show. I've already gotten so many people that are just, interested in my show. Sorry, stop it, stop it.
He's
My
thankful
dog.
to be able to bark.
I know it never fails. Like they hear something and they got to go nuts.
Or if it makes you feel better, Brenda Gammon just said, "I'm turning 70,"
know.
and she's freaked out.
You got this,
Oh,
girl.
Yeah, yeah.
oh my
So
goodness. Yeah,
Yeah.
but look how much you like that's a lot accomplished, And then I met a man last night that was 80. He was 80. And he's like, my goal is to outlive my mom. My mom lived until 83. And he looked good. He didn't even look 80 years old. I was like, you go, man.
My grandmother was 89.
My
Or yeah. I
my dad's mom, I believe when she passed, I don't know how you guys remember this stuff. I can't. I believe she was 87. And my mom's mom she was in her 70s. She was in her late 70s. She had late in life breast cancer. So yeah, crazy. And then my mom, I mean, I lost her when she was 67.
Well, the lady I've been working with, about campaigning stuff, she is 80.
She what?
Yeah, she said
Penny?
it. Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes.
No.
Penny, I
She's
know that.
active in her school board,
I'm
and
I'm seriously
I swear she said she was 80.
I'm blown away right now because if Penny is 80,
She doesn't look it. First
80,
of all,
80 is the new 70 for sure.
right.
I can't even believe that.
I could have swore she said she was 80. Someone that was
Let me
there
tell you what,
correct
this
me.
was you know,
I'm reading JJ Wagner's
Yeah, he says
comments.
no way.
I'm way outnumbered here, he said.
Where's Mom, she's at home. We asked Diana to join us on Restream. So her dogs are barking in the background.
I've got two vicious sounding dogs that are sweet as ever.
Look, here's how I look at age. It's, because I just turned 49 a couple of weeks ago, and I don't feel it. And I don't know. I feel like we don't look at age the way, or I don't know, maybe our kids look at us the way we looked at our parents when they were older. But I think people are just generally younger than they were when we were little kids and our parents were,
I agree, because I look back at pictures of people that were 50 and they looked so old.
Do you know
I mean,
what,
you can
though?
still look. It was just the way they presented themselves.
Yes,
how they
yes.
dressed. I think it made them look older too.
Well, generation does that, right? Like if you look back at, I look back at like when I was a kid and my mom was just who she was, like all the time, right? But she had this friend Eileen who was dressed really, really preppy, preppy conservative. And so they were great friends and they loved to play cards together. But it made Eileen look so much older than my mom. And it had to do with the way that she did her hair.
Right.
And the clothes that she wore.
I
But
think that has a lot to say with it. And think about it now though too, like all of what I do, I have all of these regimens, and I have all these face moisturizers and things that and what's that other one? Oh my gosh, I can't think this morning.
Well, I drink a collagen.
Yes, collagen
Elixir from Isogenics. If you're interested, let me know. I drink it twice a day, once in the morning, once in the evening. And here, what did JJ's
I better
comment?
never act my age.
Oh my gosh, you do not. No one would ever know you're 65, JJ. No one would ever know that. And especially with that young lady on your arm.
Yeah.
Beautiful young lady.
Yeah, exactly.
By the way, beautiful, intelligent young lady. I like to be able to preface that when we talk about how beautiful a woman is, because beauty, I think, very much coincides with your intelligence and your demeanor. And so those things just all go together. That's one of the things I love about you. It's one of the things I love about Nona and all the amazing women in my life. Shelly, my sisters, all of them, all four of my sisters. So, all right. So we've got 10 minutes and I want to make sure that we talk about this because give everybody a brief synopsis of Positivity Toolbox and Real Estate Realities, the two shows. And then I want to talk about, Miss Texas and what's coming up for the organization. You're the new director. And we're actually board members and here to love helping support you and these magnificent young ladies and help to mentor them and with their success. So take it away.
All right. Well, so I'll start with Positivity Toolbox. I love this show because my goal with this show is to help. So I feel like after and even before COVID, I mean, this is an ongoing thing that happens in life. We get complacent, we get comfortable, we get to where we, those negative thoughts that have been placed in our minds and put in our mindset at an early young age continue with us through the years, and sometimes it can be very detrimental to who we can and who we are really without those negative words there. So just finding ways and tools that can help people to not look at those negative, not be so negative anymore. Let's take the negative out. There's going to be negative thoughts, of course, still, regardless, because we're human. It's human nature, but there is a way to work them out slowly and surely to where more positive is in effect than the negative. And that's really what I'm striving to have happen, because I've seen it with so many of my friends and family members and just people that I meet, because I never meet a stranger. Um, and
Right.
I've had so many people that have told me, that I've had people tell me that they need me in their life, which was hard to hear at first, because I was like, wait, what? I'm just being me. I didn't understand it really in the very beginning, and then it came to when I met you and being able to be on the show and be on the radio. It was that's when it really hit me that I could really have an impact and help others just by me being my positive, bubbly self. So that's what strived for me to have that show.
I love it. I love it.
Thank
And it's so needed. We have to keep the positivity conversation happening. And uh,
and love. We're here to love. We're not here to hate. And it happens so frequently. And I know you had a show recently that kind of talked a little bit about how others can, and a lot of it is, and a lot of that is going to be put on my show too, on how we can really start treating other people. We really should start treating other people the way we want to be treated. I know our parents told us that and we grew up listening to that, but it really is something that is very essential to us being and living our best life, and having others be able to live their best life around us when we can
how,
choose to love others.
and adding to that, learning to really drown out the noise and not get distracted by the noise that's out there to distract you from your God purpose, your purpose, whatever, whether you believe in God or not, whatever your purpose is, we're all striving for something. You want to hope that everybody is striving for something good and positive and loving, but unfortunately that's not the case. But if we sit and focus on those people or those negativities, then that's what you see, right? Like if
Yeah,
you're
that's
only
what you're
if you're only looking for the negative in someone, then that's all you're going
You're
to
gonna
see in that
find.
person. That's
Mhm.
all you're
right.
going to find. That's over and over and over again. If you've convinced yourself that someone is a bad person or doesn't do anything good, then that's where your negative thoughts are about that person. Then you've
And you're
chosen to stay
attracting
there.
that. You're
Yes.
attracting that in your life constantly,
Mhm.
because that's
Yep.
what you're putting out there. So whatever you're putting out there, whatever energy, um whatever vibes or that negativity that you're putting out there, that's what you're attracting back to you, and that's what you're going to have surrounding you. So if you want to break that, that's what this show is about. It's how to break that, how to get out of that zone that you've created around you and get into a new one that's going to be more positive and help you to live your best life.
And that comes down to, like, when you say that that also includes generational curses, because don't you think some people just have that generational curse of
Yes.
negativity attached to them?
Yes, I do, because I feel like it starts with your family. It starts with what you've seen growing up and who you've been around growing up. And if you have a parent that was so involved in the drama of other people, and only they all they wanted to do was talk about other people in a negative way, they didn't look at things in a negative way. Now that's kind of created that in your mindset, And in your world, that's what you're comfortable with. That's why we need to break away from that comfortability that we already had in the past and let go of the past and just be us and who we are now
You
and live in
know,
the present.
that's a really good point. I look back at my childhood, and it wasn't surrounded by negativity. There was no time for that. There were 7 kids.
Mhm.
Right.
7 kids, 2 parents working, as many jobs as they possibly could, both going back to school while taking care of, kids, and, one being an entrepreneur. There was no time to be settled into that. Like, if my parents went to bed every night and held on to every negative moment in the day, or I mean, we all know this as parents.
Mhm.
We go through those struggles with your kids where they just rattled you and got under your skin. We
Mhm.
just had this conversation yesterday.
Yep.
If we take that with us to sleep, it's it we don't sleep good.
Right.
Like, I could not imagine my parents going through that with all of us. I'm
Right.
sure they had their moments. Hello. Life isn't perfect, and they weren't perfect. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's freaking perfect.
Nope.
I
Nobody. And if they
we're
say
all
they are, there's a problem.
and it's actually something in your short bio, Diana. We're
Yes.
perfectly imperfect, and we really are. That's how we're meant to be. We're not, God for God forbid we were ever made to all be the same. But anyway, 3 minutes left, and I want to make sure we get this in.
Okay.
Real estate realities it covers everything that involves the transactional part of real estate from top to bottom. You give great tips on to realtors and to buyers, so you want to tune in on Tuesdays at 5 p.m. Central Time for that show. You had a great lender a great title company that joined you the other day, Dania from Truly Title, and she was just absolutely fantastic. So, but
We'll
with
have
this
her back on the show.
with this short time left, we have a Miss Burleson and a Miss Burleson teen, outstanding teen, a Miss Joshua and a Miss Joshua outstanding teen, and they're getting ready to compete in Miss Texas on starting on competition week starts on June 19th through the 26th through the 25th.
Right.
Technically, they'll be crowned on Saturday. So talk about that part of the organization and what the purpose is of Miss Texas.
Okay. So, I mean, of course, the Miss Tech, it is, it's the American Scholarship Competition. It's like the official preliminary of the America Scholarship Competition program itself. So anyone that is in competing in that week will have whoever is crowned Miss Texas and outstanding teen Texas will also, those two will be able to go to the Miss America competition that will be following within the next couple of months after. So that's really exciting. The competition and the organization itself, it has been going on for 84 years. With the Miss Texas being able to wear a crown, this organization. So I guess it's been going on since 1937. It's one of the largest providers of scholarship dollars to young women through our great state, which is amazing and incredible. This is a huge scholarship program for these amazing women. The larger, okay, so the young women who have held title for Miss Texas, the volunteer team, and Miss Texas family who have dedicated their life to ensure these young women to have every opportunity available to them through this transformational pageant system. So that's like, my board, you ladies are my part of my board. You guys are very helpful, and we need you guys in this. The parents have been also
And we
very
need more.
helpful.
We're
We
looking
do
for
need
more
more.
board members.
Yes,
So
we are.
if you're interested, where can they email you? Because we got 20 seconds left, and I want to say something
Okay.
really quick with it. So where should they email you if they're interested in
If they
joining?
can email me to Miss Teen outlook.com.
Miss Johnson
I'll,
County at
yeah, Miss
outlook.com, right?
Yeah, it's Miss Teen, but I'll send.
All right. So Miss
See-
America, 100 years. Prepare great women for the world. Prepare the world for great women. I love it.
Yes.
Guys, zone in on what you're thankful for today. Have an amazing day. Be kind. Diana, thank you for being a part of JoCo Community Radio. Nona, thank you for being a part of JoCo Community Radio. Thank you guys for just being amazing friends and women, and for joining us this morning. We'll see you back here on Tuesday morning with JoCo Vibes. Have an amazing weekend. God bless.
Thank you. Bye.
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 13 pounds, it's the world's lightest wheelchair. Folds in seconds and fits neatly in your trunk, backseat, or closet, so you can take it everywhere. And it's only available right here. Order yours today and get a free wheelchair case, a $50 value, yours free. The Feather Chair, the world's lightest wheelchair, is just $4.99 with easy